Ah, my savior. Now, what can I do for you? Ask away. Ah, a grave matter, to be sure. The previous Lord Neverwinter left us this mess, but once he was deposed, we secured peace with the elves. Yet, now the logging community at Thundertree has come under attack. And who is responsible? The elves, naturally. It's a clear violation of the treaty, for which I came in good faith to negotiate recompense. There can be only one payment. Blood for blood. Those responsible must pay with their lives. And then, of course, with gold. Compensation for the families who lost loved ones. And while we are speaking of debts, there is the matter of my personal expenses. The elves insisted we meet in the wilderness, far from civilization, and I nearly perished for it. There will be no further talks until negotiations move to more favorable ground. Ask away. Lord Elmer Babris of Neverwinter, at your service. Diplomat, statesman, nobleman, burdened with the unenviable task of keeping this realm from plunging into chaos. And what thanks do I receive? None! I'm nearly killed in the woods, and still I must be the reasonable party in these negotiations. If there is to be peace, it will be because of my efforts. Ask away. Sancha Forewater is formidable. A woman of great wisdom, strength, and, well, she has a way of cutting through nonsense with a single look. Of course, she is the voice of the Emerald Enclave. Their ways are different. Wild, mysterious. Important druids and such. Can't say we in Neverwinter think about them much, but their word holds weight with the elves. But Lady Forewater, she sees the necessity of order, of structure. That's why she sided with me. Though there might be another reason. Ask away. Thundertree. A fine example of Neverwinter's resilience. A town abandoned to ruin, now reclaimed by the industrious spirit of our people. It was a logging settlement for generations, but after the eruption of Mount Hotenau, it fell to ruin. But Neverwinter does not let its lands go to waste. Our people returned, rebuilt, and now it thrives once more. A civilized place, unlike this forsaken woodland tavern. It is only natural that we continue negotiations there, where order and security prevail. Oh, you understand, I'm sure. Now there's a tale I've had to endure more times than I care to count. It happened long before my time, of course. The elves never tire of reminding me. Mount Hotenau's wrath came suddenly. Fire, ash, the land itself splitting open. It wiped out whole villages, burned forests to cinders, and nearly drowned Neverwinter in flames. Thundertree, once a thriving town, was left an uninhabitable ruin. For decades, it was abandoned, overrun by monsters and the restless dead. Then, the last Lord of Neverwinter, say what you will of the man, saw an opportunity. He led the charge to reclaim Thundertree, sending people from Neverwinter to rebuild and resume logging. Of course, that also sparked the last war with the elves. Apparently, they took issue with us reclaiming a town that was rightfully ours. And now, here we are again, at the brink of another war, because some people refuse to let go of the past. Ask away. Now, what can I do? Oh, well, as you wish then.
Well met. You have done a great service in ensuring Lord Babris reached this place alive. Had he perished in the woods, peace would already be lost. And yet, I find myself departing again before our plea for peace has even been uttered. If you would speak with me, I will listen. What do you wish to ask? It began as many such conflicts do, with a broken promise. Neverwinter's loggers swore they would not cross certain boundaries, that our sacred groves would remain untouched. Then we found our trees felled, our warnings ignored. When we sent envoys to remind them of the treaty, they did not return. We found them burying the bodies beneath the roots of the butchered trees. The loggers claimed that we attacked first, a convenient excuse and a lie. And now, war looms once more, all for greed and stubbornness. What do you wish to ask? Lord Babrus is a man of words and of pride. His lands and lineage were restored by the very peace he now hesitates to uphold. I do not know if his reluctance stems from fear, ambition, or the blindness of his own station, but I will not allow the lives of my people to be gambled on his uncertainties. Lord Babrus holds his title and lands by the will of Neverwinter's current ruler, but the previous Lord of Neverwinter had no such favor for his line. When the old tyrant was deposed, it was not only through human hands. Elves bled for that cause. The Emerald Enclave bled for it. And when a new ruler was chosen, Babrus's title was restored under the very peace he now strains to deny. If he does not recall this debt, then he is a fool. If he does, and still he hesitates, then he is something worse. What do you wish to ask? The Emerald Enclave serves nature's balance above all else. To them, peace is not justice, nor is it necessarily right. It is merely preferable to war. Sancha Fallwater believes that moving the talks to Thundertree is the best way to prevent violence. Perhaps she is right, but it was the elves who bent first. It is we who've bled. Neverwinter has given up nothing. What do you wish to ask? We are the children of this forest, its shepherds and its shield. We have seen its ancient glades and whispered its oldest names. We do not seek dominion, only the right to live in harmony with the land that bore us. We have watched the world change, and we have changed with it. But we will not bow to those who see the forest only as timber and profit. What do you wish to ask? If you would speak with me, very well.
I must thank you again for your timely rescue of Lord Babrus. If he had died in Neverwinter Wood on the way to these negotiations, well, it does no good to dwell on what might have been. The elves of the wood and the city of Neverwinter stand on the precipice of war. Were it not for the Emerald Enclave, the battle lines would already be drawn. Our agents in the city caught wind of Neverwinter's war preparations and delayed them long enough for these talks. Alas, the Neverwinter envoy, Lord Babrus, does not seem inclined toward diplomacy. Are you ready to leave for the Thundertree negotiations? How can I help? This conflict is a slow-burning fire, fed by old wounds and new grievances. The elves see the logging as an existential threat. Neverwinter views the forest as a resource they have every right to harvest. It was not always like this. The last Lord of Neverwinter escalated tensions. After he was dethroned, the Emerald Enclave helped establish a treaty. But now something or someone has rekindled hostilities. Skirmishes have erupted and blame is being hurled from both sides. Who struck first? That depends on who you ask. What I know for certain is this. War would be devastating. We must guide both sides back to reason before it is too late. How can I help? He is an ambitious man, and ambition rarely breeds patience. He sees himself as the rightful voice of Neverwinter, though his claim to that title is not without controversy. I do not doubt his love for his city, but his vision is narrow. He sees only the prosperity of Neverwinter and not the cost to the land or the people who call it home. He is also emotionally invested in these talks. If you have spoken with him, you may have noticed his regard for me. I pretend not to, for his sake. Such affections, however flattering, have no place in matters of diplomacy. How can I help? Lady Galandonel is a formidable leader, though I fear her patience wears thin. The elves of Neverwinter would have long memories, and their history with Neverwinter is fraught. They aided the city when its fate hung in the balance, and only to find themselves dismissed once stability returned. Now they see the treaty they fought for eroded, and their lands threatened again. I cannot blame them for their frustration, but frustration is a poor guide. The elves must recognize that war will not preserve their home. It will only hasten its ruin. How can I help? The Emerald Enclave stands between civilization and the wilds, ensuring neither grows too strong at the expense of the other. We are not rulers, nor conquerors. We are guides, keepers of balance. The treaty we brokered after the last Lord of Neverwinter fell. Not everyone trusts us. Some in Neverwinter see us as outsiders, meddling in affairs beyond our... But peace is not found in allegiance. It is found in... How can I help? Are you ready to leave for the Thundertree negotiation?
Thundertree rises from its ruins, a village caught between past devastation and uncertain renewal. Raised voices can be heard from the village square as the negotiations begin.
Your people broke the treaty, first by logging where forbidden, then by murdering those sent to discuss the breach.
Our loggers never killed any elves. They found the bodies already dead, right at the edge of their camp. suspiciously close, I might add.
You accuse us of planting the bodies of our own murdered kin? Bodies your loggers were caught burying in shallow graves.
You know very well.
While everyone else reacts in fear and confusion, you scan your surroundings. Feeling for tremors in the ground. An arrow slams into the dirt inches from your hand.
Fall down now. that was a disaster.
Here they come.
One arrow, one reckoning.
With every note.
Oh, I've got just the spell. This is gonna be awesome.
From me to you, with loathing.
It is the foe's turn.
Strike swift, strike true.
justice.
Oh, yeah. Straw, make it happen.
Enemy's turn.
Get back in there. Left better in outhouses.
None escape judgment.
Okay, fingers crossed.
The last foe falls. You successfully fended off the attack.
See, I told you. More elven treachery. This was the last straw. The city shall hear of this duplicity. If I ever set foot in these woods again, it shall be alongside a grand army of Neverwinter. Lady Forwalter, I bid you farewell. Here, your payment. Let it not be said that Lord Elmer Barbarous does not pay his debt.
This is a disaster. I knew my people were angry, but this is madness. I recognized some of them, yet they looked right through me, as if I were a stranger. And what were those creatures? Those mushroom things?
They are called myconids, beings of the Underdark who live in eternal night. It is strange indeed to see them on the surface. They can be found in Mushroom Hollow, and perhaps the elven warriors with them. These renegade elves must be stopped if we are to calm the region. As mediator, I cannot intervene directly, but you can. I ask you, travel to Mushroom Hollow and uncover the cause of this unnatural outburst. I will await you at the Emerald Tavern.
Wait, you have seen the worst of Neverwinter's elves today, but there are many more who only wish to live in peace. The loggers deny murder, and I must investigate before I commit my people to war. Unlike Lord Bavris, I would know the truth before abandoning diplomacy. I implore you, meet me at the loggers' camp. I feel it would be unwise for me to enter alone.
Lirael's heart is in the right place. But I must urge you to hurry to Mushroom Hollow before the trail runs cold. Did you have other questions before you set out? The fungus people are strange. They communicate through spores. When you breathe them in, it establishes a telepathic link. They use spores for other things as well, to stun and to twist the mind. It is also how their leader, to Sovereign, maintains control. You must seek out this Sovereign for answers. Did you have other questions before you set out? Very well. May Gueron win.
You found a piece of sheet music. It must be part of Deacon Scalesinger's collection.